This tier ranking video shall commence now. Metric, the 16 personalities ranked based on the extent to which each would serve as an optimal housemate. Term housemate meaning that with whom one shares a residence or lives. Term optimal meaning conducive to a productive and efficient cohabitational environment, therefore increasing the likelihood of overall contentment for each party involved. Barometers are as follows. S tier, harmonious coexistence. A tier, upward trajectory. B tier, passively bothersome. C tier, invasive or intrusive conduct, and D tier, would not enter contract with them. ESTP type formally categorised in C tier. This was deduced via empirical data of the 5 out of 6 occasions on which the ESTP has spontaneously changed pre-arranged plans, as well as their generally loud presence, both in vocal decibel and abrasive demeanour. ENFJ formally categorised in B tier. Previous experience has proved the ENFJ to be passively bothersome in their apparent interest in a personal connection. This interest has been deduced through their forceful and lingering eye contact, as well as the emotionally suggestive tone to their questioning. ESTJ formally categorised in S tier. ESTJ's methods have involved successfully enforcing and upholding rules, scheduled meetings and designated tasks. These methods have been proved to be effective in arousing pleasant notes of contentment in the cardiac muscle. ENTP formally categorised in A tier. Subject exhibits signs of chaos and sluggishness, though keeps such burdens out of general living spaces. There is room for growth in membership commitment, yet such lacking is compensated by the subject's festivity and good humour, factors which, although undesirable on the day-to-day, are beneficial for household morale on occasion. ESFP formally categorised in C tier. Subject's seeming obsession with the self is largely inconvenient for the flourishing of a hive-mind household. This is further deterred by their lack of notice when hosting visitors and their repeated irrational decision to perform vocal exercises in the shower. INTP formally categorised in A tier. INTP's quiet and unassuming existence in the house is welcome, yet their irregular attempts at fulfilling their required community service through household chores are disgruntling. This is due both to the unpredictable reliability that they will complete said service, as well as the unsatisfactory quality to which they do so. Slight balance is restored through their apparent aversion to the kitchen, for they never enter it and therefore never create mess. INFP formally categorised in D tier. Reasons surmised as failure to comply with household rules, failure to complete household chores on regular basis, general looming and aimless walking in-house, attempts to make personal connections through invasive questioning and unwelcome soliloquies, seeming inability to distinguish between night and day, evident both in sleep and nourishment patterns, overactivity in group chat, half-finished or not even started dishes of food left in the sink. Further reading of this list, though far from exhausted, is redundant as point has been made. ENTJ formally categorised in B tier. Subject's efficiency and emotionless external conduct serve the household well, though chaotic living spaces lathered with unfinished projects and tasks provide inconvenient disruption to flow of household. This is furthered by subject's refusal to admit error in any capacity. ISFJ formally categorised in S tier. Not only are rules and schedules upheld to the letter, but subject's additional ideas and symptoms have contributed largely to flourishing of household. Further, subject's lack of emotional complexity is refreshing. If emotions are in fact present, it remains unevident, which is a positive trait. ENFP formally categorised in D tier. Reasonable summary being that such evidence of chaos, neglect, and general buffoonery has likely never been previously documented by humankind. Further discussion refused. ISFP formally categorised in A tier. General compliance with household activities is observed, with minor inconveniences at worst due to subject's reclusive activities. This includes, but is not limited to, the subject's secret ownership of a pet rabbit named Toffee, who initially was considered for banishment, but has since become a valued asset to the household due to its willingness to be trained in grass trimming and vacuuming measures. ESFJ formally categorised in B tier. Verdict reached based on experience with subject, wherein rules and schedules are upheld on the surface, but unvoiced expectations are quietly used as measures by which to judge other parties without their knowledge or consent. ISTP formally categorised in A tier. Points lost for general physical absence in the household, points gained for emotional unavailability and willingness to offset household costs by assuming the role of handyman. INFJ formally categorised in C tier. Minor positivities of subject's presence in household are quashed by unpredictable ambushes, wherein subject spouts unfounded accusations about supposed subtextual emotional undercurrents within the household. Such explosions are unscheduled and therefore disruptive. INTJ formally categorised in D tier due to unnecessary stubbornness to sign any and all contracts, and ISTJ formally categorised in S tier due to general compliance with regulations, perfect tidiness and cleanliness, and consistent respect of personal boundaries. Any and all issues with the aforementioned rankings can be forwarded to admin@households.com. This instruction is made in accordance with the New South Wales video disclosure requirements and should not be considered an indicator of my personal openness to being critiqued.